Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is your reading for July 22nd through the 28th, 2019. For all Aqua sun signs, moon signs, rising signs, Aquarius is on the house cusp, and also if you have your sun in the 11th house, watch this reading. We are using the Tarot the Complete Kit by Running Press today for your cards. We're going to look at 6 cards for your week ahead, Aquarius. How you see yourself today. What is a theme for you this week? What is something that Aquarius has learned that will be useful for them to remember this week? A challenge they are facing, a lesson they are learning now, and a gift they will receive. Aquarius. July 22nd through the 28th. All Aqua sun signs, moon signs, rising signs. Man, I feel like you guys are exhausted. Whew, I feel like you guys need some 5-hour energy or like a venti frappuccino with like extra, one of those, what do you call them? Espresso, a shot of espresso, extra shot of espresso. Alright, let's see. Aqua. July 22nd through the 28th. Please give me 6 cards for Aqua. July. Those don't want to go together. Let's do 2 more here. 1. Oh, that wasn't a good one. Let's do 1 more. July 22nd through the 28th, Aquarius. Okay. Alright. Take a deep breath. Get your energy back. I want you to have plenty of energy for your week ahead. Even if that means you need to take a rest or say no to some plans. Say yes to coffee. Say no to everything else. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the moon in reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. I'm getting a little bit of disillusionment here. Almost like a Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm definitely getting that all is not as it seems. You could be in denial, Aquarius, or suppressing some deep emotions here. There may be information that you have not come across yet that still is going to be coming out. So be careful with making decisions under this influence. And I'm also hearing under the influence. Okay. This can also be a card that talks about witchcraft, like being under a spell or doing spell work. This can be a very scary time for some people psychologically. Okay. You could be dealing also with someone that has like psychological problems or that's dealing with some kind of weird like psychological trauma or that is like suppresses a lot of, I'm hearing like suppressed information or suppressed psychology, so something being kind of hidden from your view. Could also be dealing with a fire sign who's doing this, you know, while we're not expressing our emotions, we're not talking about our feelings, we're just pushing everything down. Watch out for that. Okay, Aquarius, how you see yourself today? I did see this while we were shuffling. We have the Devil. Okay, Capricorn energy. Aquarius, if this is how you see yourself today, you might be feeling a little bit like giving in to your addictions. Could be tempting someone else. Some of you are feeling very lusty, very sexual, very animalistic, like really into, because the Devil really rules the material world, right? The material plane. He is, as the current ruler is Capricorn, which was your old ruler, Aquarius. And I've seen this come up for you a lot. I mean, some of you could definitely have Capricorn in your chart. I'm seeing that I'm getting like your mind is playing tricks on you, or you are definitely under the influence of something here that's very negative, like a negative influence. I'm not seeing like you're possessed or anything like that, but it could be that some of you are under attack right now. I'm just getting that you're fully manifesting. You're fully manifesting something here. You're really in, like, if this is coming up as how you see yourself today, like, you could be very addicted. You may be very, like, intoxicated, or just, like, there's almost like a possessive energy around you, a very, like, material energy around you. Let's see, what has this guy got in his tongue? Like, he's sticking his tongue out. I don't know if you can see that. I'm also hearing someone go, ta-da, like that. So I'm definitely getting that you're maybe doing some kind of, you're involved in something that's kind of a bit of a trick, or you're being a bit of a trickster. You're like playing a trick on someone, or you're being tricky. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's keep going here. A theme for you this week, Aquarius, and we have the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus, Taurian energy. If someone here does not want to do the right thing, or someone here is being unconventional, or this can also be, breaking an agreement, breaking a commitment, or in some sort of untraditional relationship, like a friends with benefits, or you could be rebelling. You could be very rebellious right now and just not following the rules, or there could be someone on your team or someone in your work environment. You may be breaking a contract, doing things differently. The way things are done is not working for you. Someone is not upholding societal values. Someone is rebelling against what society is telling them to do. Okay, and that's the theme for you this week. There could also be someone here who is an unethical teacher, or someone who is placing their own personal values above society. So, like I said, the way things are working for you, the way things have been done are not working for you, and so you may be rebelling against society in some way. And this can be with regards to a marriage, commitment, career, like a job, something that you have maybe taken vows, or there may be some like expectations placed on you to behave in a certain way, and maybe you're just like, well, fuck that. Seriously, F that. I'm going to do whatever I want, kind of thing. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting, is that you're like fully embodying this double energy where you're kind of just doing whatever you want because it works for you. Yeah? Cool. All right, so something that you have learned that will be useful for you to remember. We have a Nine of Swords in reverse. So usually this card has to do with stress, pressure, anxiety, too much pressure, too much stress. Sleepless nights, PTSD, insomnia, not very good things. Or we're way too much in our head, we have too much stress, too much pressure placed on us. All right, so it could be that you're dealing with this stress, how you deal with this stress in the past is coming up again for you this week, okay? Because you could be using substances, you could be addicted to your work, addicted to your job, addicted to a person, to the point where it's really just taken over. It's completely, like I said, it's completely manifested in your life. All right, so again, the stress and pressure is coming up for you this week. You could be under a tight deadline. All right, there may be a situation here where you have a lot of pressure on you because someone is not following rules. Someone is actually, I'm getting someone here who is not a team player, or someone here who's disagreeing with the way things are being done, and that could be putting extra pressure on you. A challenge you will face this week. We have the Hermit in reverse. So the upright qualities of the Hermit. You could be dealing with a Virgo energy. Often when I see the Hermit in reverse, it's someone who's sleeping a lot, or is antisocial, exhibiting. When I say antisocial, I mean asocial. Antisocial is different, like antisocial personality disorder, that's different, or antisocial personality, that's different than asocial. what I mean to say is asocial, like not wanting to be around people, kind of like head in the sand, put your headphones on, trying to hide, like it kind of be like the gray rock method, you know. So of course you could be dealing with I suppose some kind of narcissist here, but I'm really getting that your challenge is to, you know, get enough sleep and like have enough time alone, but not to the extreme where you're completely isolating yourself. Some of you have been spending too much time alone or under too much pressure, so there's this wanting to sleep it off kind of thing, or you've been partying a lot and then sleeping a lot, and then you're not fulfilling a commitment here, you're not following the rules, or something that is being done is very shady. Okay, so it's also maybe a challenge for you to be alone or to be on your own, or to find, to listen to your spiritual calling. You may be called to be more spiritual at this time, called to be alone at this time. Maybe it's difficult for you to be alone. Maybe it's difficult for you to follow a spiritual path right now. You may be, tempted to sleep when you're alone and not to just be with your thoughts, not just to not just be with yourself. So it could be like when you're alone, you're really stressed out by your own thoughts. On the other hand, you might be tempted to sleep or to do drugs or do something to just forget about your own thoughts, forget about the fact that you're alone. But I really feel like you're being called to use this time wisely, not to goof around, not to do all the bad things that you can't do when you don't have time alone. Does that make sense? Like I'm definitely getting a very rebellious energy right now, where someone is like, I'm going to have all the fun that I've always wanted to have in one night. But it's to the extreme, right? Instead of like, okay, let's go out and have fun, and then, but not taking time out for yourself and spending some healthy time with yourself as well. I hope that makes sense, Aquarius. Okay, a lesson you're learning now, and we have the star in reverse. So this is your card. Okay, so with the star in reverse, we have a very pessimistic energy here. Someone that only sees the glass as half empty as opposed to half full. Someone that can be an unethical healer. Someone that absolutely they just don't see the point in anything. They're just like, what's the point? I won't even try. Very pessimistic energy. The opposite of having faith in a situation would be the star in reverse. You have, I think, learning that also optimism can only take you so far. There might be a little bit of a reality check this week. It's weird that I'm slurring my words. Do you hear that? I'm slurring my words. I don't know what that means. Like a numbness in my tongue too. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that some behavior here have gotten as bad as it's going to get, and there's nowhere to go but up. Others of you need to learn how to be alone with yourself in a healthy manner. You may also be searching for faith right now, searching for faith. Not like a religion, but like you're searching for like you're missing something spiritually, I feel, like something to help you move forward in life. Like a faith. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of you out there who don't believe in anything, or are agnostic, or atheist. But I'm getting that your lesson revolves around someone or this feeling of like having a very cynical, pessimistic outlook. When you have, absolutely no hope that things are going to get better, like what does that do for you? Where does that get you? Because I'm actually seeing someone here that just sleeps a lot, or is like under the influence, or is using drugs, or is addicted, or is just under so much stress that it seems like there's no balance, there's no healing, And you may be someone that does need spiritual healing, or someone that does need a spiritual practice, or to have faith. Because what happens when you don't? You are completely consumed by the opposite of that. Things that are not good for you allowing all the addiction, all the bad stuff to come in and just say, the heck with it, you know? So protect yourself, especially when it comes to spiritual attacks. Watch out for doing anything excessively, whether that's work, drugs, relationships. You know, whenever the devil comes up, it talks about doing something obsessively. Sex, you know, whatever. Things that you feel good to you, but are not good for you. Okay, and the gift you will receive, and we have a 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, something here is going to cause some disappointment. But at the end of the day, if we're overindulging, if we're not happy, if we're disappointed, it definitely teaches us what does make us happy, what will bring us fulfillment. I feel like the path you're going down now is never going to bring you the happiness and fulfillment that you want. I feel like it's very temporary, whatever it is. It's like a quick fix. But what you really need is spiritual deepening. What you really need is to have faith and to see that just a bigger view, I think, a bigger perspective on your life, right? Because I really feel like something here is not healthy for you. It's more of like it's more of a showmanship thing. It's like you present yourself to be like this magician, almost like doing a magic trick, but then when you go back home, it's kind of like you feel like a completely different person. So there needs to be a balance there between who you are when you're on stage or when you're at work or when you're putting your face out in front of the public and who you are inside, you know. That's starting to come up, I think, as an emotional, I think you're going to start to find that you resent that way of life more than anything. And what truly brings you happiness, what truly inspires you. It could be that you realize you do need to deepen your faith and you do need to have some kind of spiritual backbone here to help you move forward. And of course, this will not resonate with everyone. I think that there's a lot of stuff coming up from the subconscious at this time that it needs to be confronted and dealt with. That it's not being dealt with in a very healthy way. All right, and this is something that you probably, it didn't happen overnight, it happened over a long period of time. So a lot can come up during your dreams, a lot can come up for you in sleep. Do protect yourself, like I said, from spiritual attacks. I like black tourmaline. Others of you may like smoky quartz is great for Aquarius. There's another crystal, I want to say, it's like I'm not remembering the name of it, but there's certainly also amethyst is great too for Aquarius. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for your weekly reading. If you like this reading, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, my information is below in the description box. Have a great week, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.